Good morning, dear learners. I hope you all are fine. Today, I, Vandana Sonkar, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Commerce, Banaras Hindu University, welcome you all to the module number 5, Cashless Banking, lecture number 22, Online Fund Transfer of my course on Financial Literacy. In the previous lecture, we had discussed the concept of cashless banking and we had understood the different ways with the help of which the cashless economy has been introduced in our economy, as well as it has been encouraged that the customer must use all these ways for the purpose of making their transactions much more convenient, less time taking, and the transaction can complete within less time as well as by giving minimum effort by the side of the consumer. So we had discussed the concept of e-banking, the concept of ATMs, the debit card and credit card, with the help of which we can encourage the use of digital payment system instead of the normal traditional payment system where we need to transport the physical cash from one place to another to make our transactions complete. So in the particular lecture that we are going to have now, we will be going to understand what are the different methods that we use under the e-banking system with the help of internet banking for transferring our funds from one place to the another. So with the help of a banking organization and internet connection, how you can send your money from one place to the another without even physically moving or going from one place to another, that will be understood in this lecture. So in this lecture, we'll be going to discuss the various banking concepts and products, that is the RTGS, real-time gross settlement procedure, NEFT, that is NEFT transfer procedure, as well as IMPS, that is the immediate payment services that are offered by the bank with the help of the internet banking, as well as you can also physically visit the branch for accessing all these services, and you can transfer your fund from one place to another without even going to that particular place. Now let us discuss the overview of this particular topic. So if we talk about what do we mean by the online fund transfer, basically it is a system whereby the electronic movement of money from one bank account to the another bank account is done by using the digital platform. So basically it enables the users of the bank account, that is the individual or the business or the corporate, they can transfer their fund from one city to the another city, from one nation to the another, with the help of online systems that are available in a banking branch. So basically it can very quickly, securely and conveniently, without even visiting your branch, will make it possible for you to transfer your fund from one place to the another. So the various types of fund transfer method under the online system are NEFT, RTGS and IMPS. So I hope you must have heard about all these services that are offered by the bank to their consumers. So let us understand what are the various benefits that we can have with the help of the online transfer fund system. So it is convenient, obviously, if you need not to go physically at a place for making your payment or transaction complete, then it will be very convenient for you, because you can send your money as well as receive your money from anywhere, anytime, without even investing your time and effort as well as money for making your transactions complete. It provides you speed also, because instant or near instant settlement is done in case of all these online fund transfer system. So the speed of the transaction also increases in case of the online fund transfer system. Security, encrypted system with the authentication protocols are followed here. You always need to follow a two-factor authentication procedure in the online fund transfer system. So it makes it very much secure. This procedure make you a very secure transaction complete, as well as it is paperless. So no checks, no demand drafts or any other kind of document needs to be deposited to the banking organization for making these transaction complete. So it is always cost effective for you, because the lower, or you can say no transaction fee is taken by the bank if you use all these methods with the help of the online platform. If you will visit the branch and you will take the services of RTGS or NEFT, then they can charge a certain fee. But if you are using it with the help of the digital platform, then the use of all these methods are free of cost. Then it is a trackable system. You can very easily track your payments, your fund transfer with the help of these system, because instant transaction alerts are sent by the bank, as well as you can monitor your e-statement for having knowledge of the different transactions that you have completed with the help of the online fund transfer. So the various methods under the online fund transfer are, the first one is the NEFT that we had discussed in the introductory discussion of this lecture. So basically NEFT, or National Electronic Fund Transfer, is a system where we use electronic methods for transferring our money online to the various parties where we want to make any kind of payment or transfer our fund. So here the bank provides the NEFT feature to each and every consumer, and with the help of internet banking or mobile banking, you can use the services of NEFT for transferring your fund from one place to the another. So it enables the fund transfer if you have maintained a bank account with any bank within any branch, and if you provide the various types of details related with your payment, then the NEFT payment system will help you to complete your transaction successfully. So transactions that are made with help of NEFT system do not take place actually in real time basis. So it requires a minimum time of 2 hours to 1 day for the completion of the transaction. So it may be you can say a system where you need to invest more time as compared to the other online fund transfer methods. Now the NEFT payment systems are basically processed and regulated by the various guidelines that have been issued by the Reserve Bank of India. So half-yearly batches are basically used for the purpose of processing the transaction under the NEFT method. So the money is typically transferred under the NEFT system within 2 hours, and it can take a 1 day time also for the purpose of completing the transaction. So these types of services are available to the consumer on a 24/7 basis, including the weekends as well as on the holidays also. So the problem that we face in case of the holidays or the weekends, that the bank branches will be closed and will not be able to transfer of money, will not be there in case of the online fund transfer system. There is no maximum or minimum limit in case of the NEFT system. So while there is no maximum limit, you can send any amount of fund from your bank account to the another bank account. However, the banking organization, according to their policies and their regulation, they can make some limit for a particular category of the consumers, that the saving account holders may have a certain limit on the online fund transfer system also. Then minimum transfer value in case of the NEFT transactions are ₹1. Maximum transfer value, there is no limit. The charges that is taken by the banking organization is usually free in case of NEFT if you are using online methods for transferring your funds with the help of NEFT system. Whereas if you visit the branch and you are going to transfer your fund with the help of your bank branch, in such cases there may be some additional cost that may be charged on the transfer of the money with the help of NEFT system. This is a pro forma of the remittance application form that you need to fill up for the purpose of transferring your fund from the bank branch. So if you do not paying the counterparties with the help of online NEFT system and you are visiting the branch, then you need to take this form from the bank. You need to fill in the various details that are required here, the beneficiary name, his account number, his bank, his branch, his address, IFSC code of the bank where you are transferring the fund. When you will give this form after filling up, and you will give a check or any other kind of thing that is required by the bank branches, then only the NEFT transfer will be made by the bank for you. So this is the remittance form that you need to fill up in case of the NEFT transfer. Whereas if you are doing it with the help of online system, so simply you need to log into your bank account through net banking or mobile app. You need to go to the link of fund transfer or the payment or transfer section of your app or the internet banking system. You need to choose there the link of NEFT, and then the beneficiary is added by the user of the account. If the beneficiary is not added, then you need to go to the link of add beneficiary, and you need to enter his detail, his or her detail, that is the name of the person or the company, his account number, bank name, IFSC code of the bank name and the branch. After entering all these details, the beneficiary is being approved by the banking organization. So then you need to select the beneficiary, enter the amount, and need to add some additional remarks such as for what reason you are making the payment, like you are paying a rent to the person, you are making some kind of payment of loan, or any other reason can be given. It may be optional also for some of the bank organization. After that, you confirm and authorize your transaction, and an OTP comes on your phone number that will be a registered phone number with the bank, and you need to after that wait for 24 hours if the beneficiary is not already added to your account. If it is added, then you need to choose the details from your list, enter the amount to be transferred and confirm the transaction for completing your payment. So you need to only click on confirm, and then the money will be transferred from your account to the next party. Now next procedure under the online fund transfer system is the real-time gross settlement. Real-time gross settlement, as the name suggests, the fund is transferred instantly on a real-time basis to the different parties with the help of the RTGS system. So it is a specialized electronic fund transfer used by the bank and the financial institution for high value and time sensitive transactions. So where you do not have enough of time with you for transferring your fund, you can take the help of RTGS system. So here the transaction is processed immediately when you will transfer the money, that is typically within some seconds or some minutes. The term gross here basically signifies that each transaction is settled individually and in full. So without netting, without offsetting, your transactions will be completed under the real-time gross settlement method. So this ensures that the funds that have been transferred, they should be transferred securely and without any dependence on the other transactions of your bank account. That will minimize the counterparty risk also. The various features in case of RTGS system are: it is safe and secure, it maintains a highly secure electronic fund transfer for their consumer, as well as it minimizes risk of loss, theft, fraud as compared to the physical instrument that is used for the purpose of making the payment to their consumer. There is no maximum limit. It may be suitable for both the large value amount as well as a small value amount of payment. It is a real-time transfer. That means if you need to make an immediate payment to the recipient account, then it will increase the speed and efficiency of your transaction with the help of RTGS. It is available to you on a 24/7 basis. That means no holidays, no weekends are there. It will operate every day. It will provide you an uninterrupted banking service of transferring your fund from one place to the another. Then no physical instruments are required here. It is entirely an electronic process. That means it eliminates the paperwork and reduces the processing time for the consumer. It reduces the risk of being stolen or misused. So if you draw a check or if you make physical cash payment to your counterparties, there may be such kind of risk involved. So these are also eliminated in case of RTGS system. It enhances the transactional security for the consumer. It is convenient because you use it with the help of internet banking, so it can be initiated easily from any place, from wherever you are, you can initiate a RTGS payment. So it offers flexibility and user friendly access is also allowed to the consumer. Most of the RTGS transactions charges no fee from their consumer. It is cost effective and high value transactions. Some of the bank, depending on their policy, may charge minimum amount of charges on the RTGS transfer, but on a maximum basis, if we analyze, the RTGS service is free of cost for the consumer. Then it also has some legal backing, that means it is regulated by the central financial authorities of the nation, and legal protection and user trust is also involved in the RTGS transfer. So this is the various features of the RTGS system. Now let us understand the various limits that have been introduced by the various central agencies of the nation. That means the RTGS transaction limits that have been announced in our country. So basically minimum amount for the transfer under the RTGS system is of rupees 2 lakh for a consumer, whereas the RTGS limit per day via a bank branch may be above at the minimum threshold of the 2 lakh rupees, but it depends on the banking policies also, as well as the consumers relations with the bank, how much financial history and relation they are having with the bank. So RTGS limit with the online system is 2 lakh, as well as it can increase the minimum threshold of 2 lakh if you go to a bank branch for making your payment with the help of the bank branch, whereas RTGS limit per day via internet banking has been set as a maximum of rupees 25 lakh, but it may vary from one bank to the another. That means it totally depends on the policies of the bank. Some banks may have a higher value, whereas lower limits may also be assigned by the banks for internet banking with the help of the RTGS transactions. Now let us understand the last content of the online fund transfer system, that is the IMPS. As the name suggests, IMPS services is a real-time interbank electronic fund transfer system that has been developed again by the National Payment Corporation of India in the year 2010. Basically, it was launched in the year 2010, and it has revolutionized the digital payment infrastructure in our country with the help of making it possible the instant fund transfer across the various banking organization and platform. It is also available 24/7 to a customer. So on weekends, on holidays also you can use the IMPS services, and unlike the traditional banking services, it do not rely on the various system of physically transferring the cash from one place to the another. So the traditional system that rely on batch processing, that is not followed here. IMPS offers real-time process settlement. That means you can send your money without an uninterrupted access to the financial transaction of yours. So it supports multiple platforms such as mobile banking, internet banking, ATMs. With the help of SMS and USSD also, you can send your money with the use of IMPS services. So it is highly accessible, inclusive, and especially in the region where limited digital penetration is there also this particular service of bank can be used. The key features of IMPS services are it enables for us to instantly transfer the fund from one bank to the another on a real-time basis. So it ensures the immediate credit in the account of the beneficiary if we transfer the fund with the IMPS system. It is available to us on a 24/7 365 days possibility is there, so including Sunday, bank holiday, every day you can use this service. Multi-channel accessibilities are there, so not only with the help of the digital devices such as laptop and internet facility, even with the help of mobile and internet facility you can use these services. ATMs can also be used for using the IMPS service. SMS based banking is also allowed, so you can use all these different type of channels for making the payment with the help of the IMPS services. Typically the maximum limit is 2 lakh rupees per transaction, but it provides flexibility for the small transactions also to their consumers. So it may vary from one bank to the another, no minimum limit is there, but maximum limit of 2 lakh is followed, and it may be flexible from one bank to the another. Now multiple modes of transfers are there, such as fund transfers can be made by using mobile number plus MMID number, that means mobile money identifier. Then account number and IFSC code can be asked for the purpose of payment transfer in the case of the IMPS, whereas Aadhaar number, Aadhaar enabled payment system can also be possible with the help of the IMPS system. So it basically helps you to transfer your fund with the help of all these multiple modes that are available. It is highly standard in nature because it provides you a two-factor authentication process. First, you need to use a login ID, a password to log in into your account, and after that the OTPs are sent by the bank to complete your transaction. So, secured encrypted channels are used for transferring the funds with the help of the IMPS system. It gives you instant confirmation that your payment has been done. So, a real-time transaction notification is sent by the bank to the consumer via mail or SMS, so that confirming him or her that her payment is complete. Interbank operability is available here. That means it supports the transaction across the multiple banks that are available in India, enhancing the usability of IMPS services and outreach of the services nationwide. It is operated by NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, ensures that the security as well as the various other services must be maintained. So it is centralized oversight and consistent performance is supervised by the NPCI of India for ensuring the smooth payments with the help of the IMPS system for the consumer. Now let us understand the various objectives of the IMPS system. It basically aim at enabling the customer to use the mobile instrument as a channel for accessing the banking services and to remit the fund from one place to the another. It makes the payment more simpler, as well as the convenient procedure is followed for transferring the fund to the account of the beneficiary. It serves the goal of RBI in electronification of the retail payment. So, digital payment and the e-economy, the goals of the nation is also being followed with the help of all such methods of the online fund transfer system. It also facilitates the mobile payment system that has been already introduced by the RBI according to the guidelines of 2008, that interoperable across bank system should be there to make it more convenient for the consumer to use such kind of services, so that if they have bank account in different bank, they do not should face any difficulty in transferring the fund from one bank account to the another. So, a safe and secured manner, the fund can be transferred from one bank's branch to the another bank's branch. So, it basically helps to build the foundation for a full range of mobile based banking services. So, these are the various objectives of the IMPS. Now, let us discuss how these services may be beneficial for a particular consumer and on what basis they should choose these different ways for the purpose of transferring their fund from one another. So, basically we have gone through all these models of payment such as RTGS, NEFT and IMPS, and we have understood their characteristics, benefits as well as limitations also. So, let us now understand which one of the modes are better for the different consumers consumer, and specifically we will talk about the small business owners and entrepreneurs who are new into the market and using these services for the promotion and success of their business organization. So basically RTGS is a service that can be used only if you need to transfer an amount up to rupees 2 lakh or more, whereas NEFT transactions have no limit, but they require a minimum time of 2 hours or say 1 day if you have not added the beneficiary in your account for the purpose of transferring the fund, whereas IMPS can only be used if maximum transferable amount is 2 lakh or less. So there are different limits. If you need to make a payment of less than 2 lakh or 2 lakh, IMPS may be best for you, whereas if your transaction limit is above 2 lakh and it is not certain that how much amount of payment you need to do, but you have time for making the payment, the NEFT can be used. Whereas if you need to make a payment of 2 lakh or more only, then and you do not have sufficient time to make, then RTGS can be opted by the small business owners for making the payment. So basically, if the amount that you need to transfer is not urgent, you need not to make any urgent payment to your consumer, then NEFT can be used. RTGS can be used if you need to transfer large sum of money and immediate settlement is required, whereas IMPS can be used if there is a small sum of money and immediate settlement is required in case of all these methods. So on the basis of these characteristics of all these methods, you can choose any of the methods that may be suitable for your business. So with this discussion that we had gone through, we came to know about the various online fund transfer mechanism that can be used to make payments for our business, for our individual life. So I hope with this particular discussion now you must be acquainted with all these systems and you will use all these systems for making your fund transfer more convenient, less time taking, more secure, and your business will grow with the help of all these methods. Thank you.